Again, this is Old Man PHP. I create PHP video tutorials for the old guys who want to learn a new skill and compete with the young crowd. This is video 110. Just like I've been doing for these past few videos, that I'm trying to give you scripts and some design that you can use. And in this case, this is more, I created one for the military. It was something that I was going to do for, you know, somebody. But never got to finish it because, you know, he got deployed and I couldn't do anything with it. It's gonna have to wait anyway, but the bones of it is completely done, really. All I needed was pictures. I only wanted two options in the menu here. Oh, here you got, like, the regular home and contact, but the policies in the term, powered by convert to WordPress. That's me, right? And of course, you got the symbol Army, Navy. It's supposed to be pictures of the Army, the Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard. And then, of course, when you hit the actual, it'll take you somewhere. But right now, it's not taking you nowhere, as you can see right here. But that's okay. So what I wanted to show you what the actual, remember, I'm going to put all this stuff again in the description below. All you have to do is go to that file and pull that file, and then you can break it down, because I broke it down in, like I said, index. I got all the stuff there, and I got a line, then I go the validation. But this is great because I wanted to show you that it's doing this. Right now I did the contact form too, and the actual contact form looks like this. Oh no, that's not it. Where is the contact form? Alright, so we have this one, we have this one, contact. Maybe it's this one. Let's see. It should take us there anyway. There you go. Contact form. See? And then you have your first name, last name. I know you've seen this before, and we're using Bootstrap. That's why it kind of looks nice, right? You've seen this before, but look, check this out. Right now, this is the index.php file, right? There's no PHP in it, but I did it anyway because you might want to, right? And this is just this is what it looks like. Try to see if you can do it like this. Every time you do it, you will say the body, then you got the header. That's a separate header than what this is, because this header has all the metadata, and that's the stuff you don't see, except for the title. You see that up here when you let me see, right here. You see the title? Where is it? Right here, the title. See, that's the title. Let's push this up a bit. You guys see how it was shown. Anyway, and of course you line it up like that. You said, you got your navigation, you got your divs. Remember I told you everything is boxes. We've been talking about that. And of course you got your buttons, right? The contact form, you got your index, which happens to be this. Actually, this is the PHP index, so I should change this. Make sure you get the right one. PHP, and if you don't, just make sure you change it. Let's get to the bottom. Where are we? Okay, right here. PHP. Let's save it. Alright, so then I'm saying to us, okay, so we'll do the contact form. I created a contact form. Let's see where it is. Boom, it's also a PHP file. This is also going to be included. Everything's going to be included. All you have to do is cut and paste and then use it. Then you go back inside and you play around with it. It's the best way to learn. At least it got done for you, so you can just do the thing. And I said, now look, see how it's all lined up? Do it like this. This way is easier, so like a guy like me, someone else can come and go, oh yeah, I see, yeah. Just real quick, it's a quickie thing. But there's a magic thing about this too. What I did was I created, oh, by the way, we're using the bundle, the Bootstrap stuff. This is the JavaScript things. And of course, we're using the validation, which is right here. See this right here? That's the comment that you do. You create that. This you get from CDNs. Okay, so then what happens is it calls process control PHP. And the process control PHP, let's see if I opened it up. Sure did, right here. This process, this is the PHP stuff, right? Every time you put this information right and you hit the submit, it's going to call this guy. See this right here? You gotta make sure you put your own database credential, and you get that from your hosting. Earlier today I had a no. I'm using usually I like to use PDO. Remember that one? But I'm using this one now, just today anyway, just to show you that you can do it too. MySQL I, and this information you put it here. It makes sure it's in that order, not in a different order. It has to be this order, right? This you're gonna give it the name of the database, right? The username, the password, and the name of the database right here. Host name, that will be your IP address. Maybe I should put it over here. Hosting IP. How about that? Let me see. For your site. There you go. I'm gonna save it. Okay, so then what happens is it comes here, runs this, and says, oh, let me check, is there an error? If there was a problem, then you give this message, right? Not, then just keep going. Remember how we used to check this, and we could do the token. See this? We're gonna do the token check. If it doesn't work, then we get a bad message. And the same thing, remember how we did the filter var? We're using filter var in all of them. And I know we're using this is deprecated, to tell you the truth, because I show you the right way to do it. But it's okay, you can do this if it's only something small like this, you know what I mean? Which is okay, but I still wanted to show you because that way you can, you know, get it in your head. Here you're gonna check for the email address, right? And then if something's wrong with it, it'll kick you right back out, and you go right back into here, right? So then over here, you prepare statements. You got you want to select to see if you're there. If you're not in there, that's great. If you do not exist, that's great. That's when this part's here. It's good stuff. It's just a little different than when you're using the P. This part right here is not the same. This part right here can be changed like the same way you do when you were using the PDO stuff. It's all in there, okay? All you have to do is copy this whole thing. Check for empty, but I just wanted to keep the, you know, what is that? Basic, and a little bit more clear, so that way you don't be like, oh, so confused, blah blah blah. But look, if you look at this, you go, oh yeah. See, that's what I used to do. I used to look at a whole bunch of PDOs. Not just learning it from the class and all that, but doing it. That's when you learn, and then you open up all the scripts like this, and you just play with it. And you look at it, go, oh yeah, I see. And now, I'm gonna tell you one thing: you're not gonna memorize everything. There's gonna be things, but if you use the prepare statement a lot and all that, those kind of things kind of stays with you, even though you might forget. Like for instance, remember how I used to have the placeholder? We got a name, but this one we're doing question mark. Could be anything really, but you do question marks. And then you got these bind, and you got the, see how you got 1, 2, 3, 4, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 6, right? You got 6 S's. That's how you got to do it. That's how you bind it. You say this is this, and then this is the information you get from here. Okay? And what's good too, what I wanted to say was that remember I told you you got to do validation on the Java side, the client side, the part before you hit this guy. So in other words, if I went like this, like before you go to submit this guy, you want to make sure everything is right, right? So what happened was I created a validation.js. See right here. This you put. Let me see. Where would I put that? You put it. No, you put it over here. You can put it. You can put it here. It doesn't matter. But I put it down here, okay? Because that is we're using the, you know, it's part of the, it's part of the form, right? We're using it in the form instead of putting it over there. So so that's why it doesn't get loaded there. It could just get loaded when you go to the contact form. That's all. I think it's more better that way, to tell the truth, than just having it on all the pages. Because when you go to another page, it loads that too, you know. But if you're only going to use that for a contact form, then just put it in the contact form. So if you go here, look, check this out. It's fantastic stuff. See, it's JavaScript, and look, it's short. It's like, wait a minute, what the hell? What's the rest of it? How do we check for Remember how I had it? The bad word thing is not here. You can move. You can go to the one of the videos, and stuff that I put in the script. You pull that out. The bad word stuff. You can kind of put it right here. You can add it down here as part of another. Let me see another function. Let me see. This is. Oh my God. And then you go. Let me see right here. Or you can put it anywhere. Really. Let me see. If you're here. I will put it kind of like down here. Doesn't matter. You can put it in here. You can put it down behind this one. Like in other words, just put it in there. Anyway, look how short it is. Yes, we're checking for emails, but it's also checking for other things too, which is kind of cool. That took a little while. I just had to work it out and all that, but because you do the match. If it matches this, it is really good stuff. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to demonstrate. So when you go here, like for instance, the email address, I've been trying to get it before. If I went and did say Jerry, and then say at, but I forgot the at, and just say Gmail, like that, and you say okay, hey, then you go over here like this, boom. See how he did that? It said, look, please enter an invalid email. But if you put this ampersand, right? And then you can just jump. Look, it takes care of it. Let's say if you put, these are numbers, right? Because basically phone numbers are numbers. Just go like this, and you go like this, and boom. And say, hey, 10-digit phone number, man. So you just put your, I don't know, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4. That would be good. You might go to more, but you don't have to. And then of course you got your, hey, the field cannot be empty. So then you pick up a date, right? Pick a date, and then you can put whatever. Right now it doesn't have. You can say bad words in this one, but you just have to get this up. So if you come here, you can say, I don't know, say it jumps. But this one in this particular, I don't think it'll do that because they're gonna know that. Hey, in other words, if you go like this and you jump and it's empty, it'll tell you. But if you say Andres and you jump, it's okay. If you say like this, and then you did this, it's gonna think that that's your last name, so it's gonna do it. But you can put more of these other pre-match stuff. Remember the pre-match, and it checks out to see if you just want letters and stuff, you can do that. But for now, you got these two things here working out. All this, everything works good, man. It's fantastic. And this would be, I don't know, brain. That's stupid. And then when you go here, it says, I need help. And basically it's doing nothing right now. So when I do this, I can't hit that. It's going to give me an error because, where are we? Because this information is not done. Anyway, that's what I wanted to show you, man. It's good stuff. I want you to have it. You're going to love it. Let's go back here. Here, listen, all you have to do is put, see this right here? If you go to index, let's go to, where my ribs hurt. It was supposed to be something here that I, they wanted placeholders. But for some reason, why didn't it work? I should have gotten a placeholder. Maybe it's like they don't do this anymore. Let me see something. I'm a little curious. Let me see if it'll do it anyway now. No. I gotta find out. Anyway, you can find out the actual name of the company that gives you the placeholders, meaning that they give you all kinds of different sizes of images, which is really just a black box. And this can be, you know, let's put this back since you're gonna get it. Just make sure that it's the proper placeholder stuff place. I don't know what the name of the place. Let's see. Let's go here. Let's see if we can find it. Oh man, they're gonna say placeholder.com. Oh, here we go. Placeholder images. Oh, it's this one here. So now, where is it? Lump sum. What's your placeholder? I guess this is it. This must be doing. So okay, here we go. So this is the placeholder. I wonder if we could just take that whole thing and put it in there. Well, let me see what it would look like. Oh, I see. This is kind of big. Let me see how big we should do it. Oh, it's a 250 by 4. You know something? We can change that. So if we took this right here, let's copy this. Let's put it over here, like that. And let's do the 150 by 200. I went backwards, didn't I? 200 by 150. And then we'll take this whole thing, copy, take it out, and we're going to put it right over here. Let's see if it'll do it. It should do it, no problem. Where are we? Right here. Boom, there you go. There you go. There you go. So that was the right one. So we'll just put in here. Next one. Next one. Can't forget the Coast Guards. It's part of the Navy. It was, you go to the Navy boot camp and all that, then you go to the Coast Guards. Same thing with the Army National Guard Reserve. You go through the boot camp, go through the Army because it is part of the Army. And then from there you go to your states if you're going to be a National Guardsman. Let's see. Then when it's time to, go to war and stuff like which they have been. Look at this. Look how nice that looks. So I'm going to give you this whole thing, and that way you can play around with it. And it doesn't have to be military, right? You can do whatever you want, and that's it. That's all I got. And please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you like it. Say comment, put some comment in there. If let me know where you're from. Let me know if you're really learning something from me. Anyway, until next time.